Hi, my name is Kevin Blanche. Today I'm going to talk about why the SEC refuses to go after the real culprit of the financial meltdown. The culprit was A.I.G, the insurance industry. That's who brought this thing down. It wasn't the banks. It wasn't Wall Street. It was the insurance industry. You think the insurance industry got fat in health? Oh my Lord, did they get? Think about it. Get out a pencil. I have my students do it when I used to be an adjunct professor. Get your pencil out. How much do you pay a month in auto insurance, home insurance, your business insurance, every other insurance you can dream of? Do the math. I'll never forget, I watched an interview years ago with A.I.G, and I think it was after Hank was with them. And one of the shows had the CEO of A.I.G on TV, and they're like, you guys are sitting on billions and billions and billions of people's money, you know. And they start talking about, oh, that is our policy holders' money. Well, this analyst broke it out and says, oh, really? Here's your kick-out rate. Their kick-out rate over the last 20, 30 years has gotten lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Yet in this country, when we say, hey, we want to regulate some kind of industry or whatever, everybody freaks out. What is the matter with you people? Are you people crazy? The same people that are robbing you and abusing you, you stand up and scream and rant and rave and support. Hello? I mean, come on. Here's how it worked. This is how this went down, and the SEC refuses to go after A.I.G. Okay, A.I.G was writing the insurance policies. They were the credit default swap kings. Credit default swaps were the derivative option on subprime mortgages. Okay, these banks that were holding these subprime mortgages were making 12, 13, 14%. You were rushing in, getting a loan on your house. Somebody who shouldn't probably had a loan, well, whatever. You're the one borrowing the money. The bank gave it to you, charging you 16, 17, 18, 14, 50% on your second, your third mortgage. You know you all did it. You know, you're looking for somebody because you're a bunch of big crybaby baby boomers. That's what baby boomers do. They squawk and cry like the spoiled, rotten, fat-ass, lazy pigs they are. Because that's what they are. Lazy. L-A-Z-Y. Lazy. Okay. You go in and you borrow money on your house, borrow your money, buy your boat, buy your truck, free go on vacation, whatever. You don't invest the money. That's what you say you're going to do with it. You blow the money. Well, the banks had these huge things sitting there. They were getting bigger and bigger and bigger because more people in America were doing it. It was getting out of hand. They got nervous. Their credit spreads were huge. They were paying 1%, 2% on your passbook account or your money in the account, getting return on your same money. They're buying subprime packages, 13, 4%. So they insured them through the credit default swap. A credit default swap is an insurance policy, in theory, to hedge. Now, granted, they turn into a trading instrument just like options do on equities, just like a futures contract. So they put them in there. Banks did the right thing. They were getting nervous, so they started buying the derivative underneath. Now look, when something washes out, the derivatives work on 100% increments, or excuse me, 100 times. So granted, you could lose the entire principal. Say you owned $1 billion worth of subprime back. Say you lost the whole billion. If you had the proper amount of derivatives underneath it, you made 100 billion, maybe more. That's how the derivatives markets work. They're highly leveraged. Well, they did the right thing. They were hedged up. They were buying. Okay, so A.I.G, the big insurance, they're the major underwriters. They're the major people that are buying up all these things around. They have your auto insurance. They had your car insurance. They had your business insurance. They had your liability insurance. They had all your insurances, you know. Do the math. You figure up how much you spend a week, a month, a year. Nobody ever gets any of it back. Jackpot justice, you know, if somebody makes a lawsuit, you don't get it back. So they had this massive amount of money, and they got greedy, and they got fat, and they got sickly. So they started booking all these bets. These banks and Wall Street started buying these derivatives. Who was insuring the derivative? Who was writing the injury? A.I.G. So they took your bet, the bank's bet. They booked the bet like a bad bookie. They didn't pay. They couldn't pay. It all washed out at once. They owed these banks, and they owed these people gods of money. Oh, we don't have it. You know, we robbed the American public blind. A.I.G robbed the American public blind. You know, people trade that piece of shit stock, Dash, for trash. Are you kidding me? They owe $80 billion they got from the government. $80 billion. Now, everybody's paid their money back. GM's paid their money back. Wells Fargo's paid their money back. Goldman Sachs has paid their money back. A.I.G caused this. They ain't paid no money back. They can't pay it back. So quit spewing the venom at the wrong people. Go after the right people. The government, hello, SEC, take these guys apart. You're sitting and letting this equity trade and people going in there and buying it. I mean, come on. They'll never get out. They are never going to get out. You know it. I know it. I mean, go after the right people. So if you're the American public screaming on you on all the politicians, well, they are to blame. But not really. You're to blame. Because every time the government steps in and tries to regulate something, you guys flip your ever-loving lid and act like a bunch of... Because you're baby boomers, and that's what baby boomers do. Spoiled, rotten, I want everything now, I don't want to pay for anything now. Take some responsibility. A.I.G is who caused this.